Can a successful, average-looking woman date a high-value man? So I wanted to share a video with you ladies done by another dating coach, and I just wanted to share with you a different approach. Hello, my name is Greta Bereisaite. I'm dating and relationship coach for women. For the awesome high-value woman secrets, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And just before I continue to the video, don't forget to take my free self-awareness test to find out are you a woman of low value or high value, which I will drop down in the video description box below. And if you like any of my hoodies, you can get them in my YouTube store. Without further ado, and just a little note, this video is for educational purposes only.
Honestly, I don't have a disagreement. I just came here because I honestly want some advice from you.
It says disagreement day.
Oh, I know, but this is my first time catching it on live. Normally I'm asleep. And
you have a job?
I do. I own a business.
Okay, so I do too.
And I do have a question. If you don't
But I
mind.
have a business, and if you wanted my advice, you could always book a session if you can't catch us at the show live.
I'm definitely. I was trying to go online earlier.
But all you have to do, man. But see, what kind of business do you own?
I own a pet grooming, doggy daycare, and indoor
Okay,
dog
so
park.
what you're basically trying to do is, I have a disagreement day, and you basically came in and said, "Damn your topic, I want to ask you what I want to ask you." And
Okay.
but you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one. Because what you're trying to do is rather rude. But I will go ahead and do it because I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 35.
35 years old. 35 years old and you're a business owner.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And what's your question?
So my issue is, I want to know at what point when I'm just meeting a guy, do I tell him that I'm a business owner? Because my problem is that when I try to date down and the conversation comes up to where I own a business, the guy is either like, hey, can I come join in on you on that business? Or can I put some money and be a business partner? And I honestly...
Hold on. I need to be clear on this subject. Where are you at?
North Carolina.
And you're saying when to tell somebody you own a business?
Because I find when I date down, guys see an interest and want to be like a business partner. And I'm learning that maybe I need a high value man because that's what
first off, ma'am, I really don't understand. What kind of man are you talking about? Because owning a business is no different than having a job, in my opinion. And so I'm not getting what you're saying. When should you? I'm not understanding why this is an issue. If you're, what kind of men are you? What kind of men are you dating?
I try to give guys that not a chance.
You try to do what?
I try to give guys that's not on my level a chance.
Why? What do you mean on your level? What does that mean?
That's making 6 figures or more.
But I don't okay. You try to give guys who are not on your level a chance. Why?
And because I honestly want a 6-figure guy, is what I'm realizing.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
The guys you want aren't asking you out.
Well, I haven't been putting myself out there, honestly.
But you put yourself out there enough for the guys you don't want or beneath you to ask you out.
Those are like guys I met online.
Okay, first of all, what she's attracted to is a small percentage of men. People who have 6 figures and more as an income, it is a very small percentage of people. So of course her options decrease. She is not in the majority. Like attracts like, you know. So if you are as a majority, let's say, of people working 9 to 5, your choices will be very wide. Then you are the minority. What you're looking for is minority as well. So of course her choices will be much, much smaller.
Right. So again, the men you want are not asking you out. See, you ladies do this. You go and deal with men who you feel are beneath you, and then you ask how to fix them. I'm not beneath you. I don't know how to fix a guy that's down there. That's not my concern. The better question is, why can't you get a guy on your level? That's the real question. Well, the first thing. Well, first of all, I would tell you what I said in here automatically is a problem. Why you would come onto a show that you know is a disagreement day? It's selfish. It's like, yes, ma'am. It's like, I want what I want. I don't say things for no reason. That's why I asked you questions. You're 35 years old, a business owner. That means you understand what business is, and you know this is a business. And I have a show title. And you said, "Damn your show title, I want to talk to you." But you could have went to my business and booked time to talk to me, but you wanted what you wanted, how you wanted.
I'm sorry.
No, and I'm using this as a lesson. That's the problem with too many of you black women. You don't do shit the right way with black men. That was improper. And when I told you the right way, you still were like, well, whatever. So I'm gonna use this.
You know what it reminds me of? So I'm from Lithuania originally, and when we were kids, or actually we didn't even do that in school when I was a kid, we used to do that to my parents. So what we would do, if somebody has been naughty in a class or did something wrong, we would put that person in like the whole class, and the teacher would kind of put that person on a spot and would say how naughty we have behaved. So the person would get embarrassed standing in front of the whole class, you know. So it's kind of like shaming a person in front of everyone.
When was the last time you had a relationship?
Like the end of last year around December.
How long did it last?
A year.
A year? And was that man, did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay, and how long have you owned your own business?
9 years.
And how long have you been making six figures or more?
The last 3.
Okay, why do you need a man making six figures?
Because I'm finding out that the guys that I date, it's not working out.
Because like attracts like, that's what it is. It's a different skill set. And a lot of men, when we see a woman more successful, a lot of them, not all men, a lot of them, we get insecure themselves, and you as a woman, you cannot really fulfill his love needs because he feels he's not good enough for you. So you're like, you can't admire him. It's one of a guy's love needs. There are a lot of guys who find really successful women really inspiring, you know, and we want to be with them. But if you date that type of guy, you're like, you know, he's not really fulfilling your needs, because admiration is not really one of a woman's love needs. It is a need, but it's not a priority of our needs. We like to feel safe and secure. So this type of guy, yes, he'll admire you, but it's a man's love need, not a woman's love need. So can make it work, but it doesn't really work that way.
What does it have to do with money? Because
I feel like I need a guy that I can respect and admire, and I'm ambition, and I want a guy that has that drive too. And when he doesn't, I find myself, you know, encourage him like, hey, babe, you can do this and you can do that. And then,
all right, so in North Carolina, what percentage of the population, what percentage of men in this country make six figures or more?
I think it's like 5%. I'm not
closer to 10. So,
Okay.
oh, 10%. All right. So the question is, what do those men who make that kind of money, who all women tend to want, what do they want?
I feel like they want arm candy, somebody who can have more to bring to the table than just looks, but also bring balance to their life. I feel like I can help them out on
Okay, slow down. I'm not understanding. You said they want arm candy, then you contradicted yourself. But they want somebody that more than just looks.
yeah, arm candy, but something behind, brain with it, and more in depth.
Do you know any men who make six figures or more?
My dad and my uncle.
Great, you should be going and asking them relationship advice.
Six figures or more.
Unrelated to? Yeah,
Men
not
that you are not related to.
Not on a personal level.
So you don't know them. You don't know what they want, but you want him. Ma'am, I'm going to suggest that you really don't know what you want. And saying six figures is just something that you get taken from out there. But I'm not hearing this rooted to anything. But what do you want ultimately? Do you want to be married, children, what?
Yes, I want to be married.
Do you want any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have a son now, so.
Okay. How old is your son?
He's 13.
Where's the father?
He's not in his life.
I didn't ask that. I said, where's the father?
Well, he's not like in it like I would like him to be.
All right, so let me go ahead and take this down, ma'am. Men who make the kind of money you're talking about have options, and typically they don't want to deal with women who have 13-year-old sons.
Okay, so she is a successful girl who runs her own business. She's a single mom. She knows how to be responsible. I'm really admiring this girl because a single mom who raised her child by herself. She learned how to manage the household, how to take responsibilities in life, and she built a very successful six-figure business that she's been running now for 3 years. Like, heads down to this woman, heads down. As the Bible says, lucky is a man who's got a wise woman. This girl is a superstar. She's a proper queen.
Who are used to dating men. This doesn't sound appealing to the kind of man you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was thinking once I start booking session with you that
I can't change men.
I know, but I can approve myself, and I feel like I have a lot to offer to those type of men.
Oh, okay, but see, you should have stopped right there. I just told you I cannot change men, and you said once I book a session with you, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm telling you what they want. And you're still saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your...
Okay, ma'am, but okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners, who women across the country want that?
Because I have a lot to offer. I feel like...
Would you want your son to... If you had a son making that kind of money, would you want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or would you prefer him to get a woman who had no children, was younger, and easier to get on his program?
Depending on his age.
See what I mean? See what I mean? This goes so deep for black women. They will even... should have been an easy question. No, I would not want my son to bring... I want the best for my son. That should have been the appropriate answer. That's why I sat up. That is bullshit. You should want the best for your son.
Of course.
But and are you thinking?
If he brought home a woman, yes, I feel like I'm the exception to the rule. But
no, you're not. That's the problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life is proven to you that you're not.
My love life is not that good. I agree with you.
That's my point, and ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so?
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat him off with a stick.
Okay, so this guy is 51-year-old and he can't beat them off with a stick. So, all right. So this guy, what he's doing, he is promoting 20 years old girls to other men. So 20 years old girls, like, you know, I mean, they look very pretty, but they still very young. Majority of them are still very, very naive. If you're looking for a high value man with values and maturity, you do not go to a dating coach who coaches men how to have fun in life, how to get young pretty girls.
That's another one on you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women.
So, of course she's gonna give herself a 5 because she's being modest. If she's gonna say I'm 10 or 9 or 8, he'll probably argue with her. He'll probably be like, okay, let's put this into Google and let's see what is a woman who's a 10. You know, ladies, at the end of the day, it's important for a man to be attracted to you. Yes, there has to be chemistry, there has to be attraction, but at the end of the day, love is a psychology. If love was not a psychology and men would just fall for the looks, you know, when we see that pretty girl who's 20 years old or 25-year-old, he would just stick to her. He would just stick to her and would not replace her. He would just be very, very happy. Okay, I'm dating this girl who's super hot. I'm marrying her and living happily ever after. But that's not the case, because looks is not the priority, is your character, is your values, is understanding the differences between man and woman, is complementing each other, is being a challenge, is knowing how to treat a man so he stays attracted to you psychologically.
Tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So,
did you, I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old. and you can look around and see the world, you don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really
If a man is immature, yes, he's gonna keep looking for a woman who's beautiful and for fun. If he's mature, he's gonna look for something more sustainable. He will want to relate to a girl on a deeper level. He will look for intelligent conversations. He will look for things that we have in common with. These are the things that sustain long-term relationships. You know, looks and beauty and fun, all of this gets boring after a while. Keep a man interested long term. It takes much more than just your pretty looks and young age.
Average looking woman who's older. Average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son. Average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one.
You know what I love, ladies? How she went on a phone. So she completely devaluated his time. You know, this is exactly what I coach ladies, how to set in boundaries with men when we are being disrespectful towards you or be trying to put you down. You start to ignore the negativity, reward the positivity. So instead of like listening, you know, and paying attention to what he was saying, she's like, no, I'm not taking this in because you're putting me down. You're being disrespectful. So that was perfect.
And you're making, I mean, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone, straight up, because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly,
I love it. She went back on her phone, another boundary, and she's smiling, which is amazing. She's showing like your negativity is not affecting me. I love it how she's blocking it. Well done, girl. Well done. She's such a queen. Okay, ladies. So the encouraging word for this lady would be, don't go looking for these guys. You know, don't go looking for these 6-figure and above guys. I wouldn't even say 6-figure and above, just kind of like looking for men that you have things in common with, because this is what you're ultimately looking for. You're looking for somebody you can relate to, as like attracts like. The reason I would say don't go looking for them, because it's not your job to go looking for them. Focus on your life. Focus on what is the right thing for you to do with your life. Keep growing, keep being the better you, keep doing meaningful things in life, and the right man will find you. You know, it says in the Bible, you don't go looking for a guy needs to find his wife. Have faith, keep going, keep growing. And another bonus, you actually have a child, so you're not desperate for a guy. You know, like a lot of girls in their late 30s, we have the clock ticking, can get a bit desperate, but you already have a child. So you're in a great situation. You have a child, you own a successful business, you're on the right path, you have a fantastic father, you have a fantastic uncle, and the right guy will find you when you least expect it. Ladies, let me know in the comments below, what did you think about this video? Would love to read your comments. If you liked this video, please press like. Join Greta's High Value Woman School, where we are all in the same boat, learning how to be high value and bring out the best in our man. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is called Ladies Relationship Coach. And for one-on-one with me or a member of my team or VIP group coaching, you can always book me through my website, gretabereisaite.com. And if you would like to know how to stay attractive via text, games men play on women, how to control your emotions, how to love yourself, or how to get your ex back, I have all of these videos for sale on my website, gretabereisaite.com, and I will put them as a pinned comment under this video. So thank you so much for watching. Kisses from Dorset. Mwah.